Hello, good day, and humble greetings, one and all, ladies and gentlemen. I am your equally humble host, Mr. TSC, aka TheShadowCookie. Welcome back to Let's Play Machinarium, episode number 9, aka part 1 of Machinarium's very finale. We are so very close to it now, we can almost reach for it. Reach for the stars, reach for our dreams, reach for the very hope that can keep the city of Machinarium alive. Will Josef be able to save it from complete utter destruction, or will he fail, and as a result lose absolutely everything? There's only one way to find out. Good sir, we are all with you, both me and the audience. Don't give up now, you've come too far to give up. Do not disappoint your people. Do not disappoint the very gods who have been watching over you up until now. Here we are, one and all, ladies and gentlemen, the very arcade of Machinarium, arguably the one and only arcade as far as the eye can see. And oh my, is it a rather fancy, beautiful, broken down, rusty, good-for-nothing location. I am just kidding around, of course. This very place is vital to our success. It will grant us the very coinage needed to obtain the batteries Mr. Big Ol' Chubby is asking for. However, first we will need to work for the coinage. As you can see, there are 4 machines behind and next to Josef. 3 of them are arcade machines, one of them is a... well, you will see. How much coinage do we need, though, I hear you ask? You will see that as well. Be patient, ladies and gentlemen. My lord, though, there sure is a lot of junk in the foreground. What is this supposed to be? Like a ball? A monitor? Lamps? Speakers? Everything? Oh, Jesus. Wherever we go, there's at least one garbage dump inside. And how old is this arcade anyway? So many cables hanging from the ceiling, some of them not even connected, seemingly torn off. Oh Jesus, it's gonna be a miracle if these machines are actually going to work out for us. Which one is going to be the first though? Grass green, fire red, or feces brown? There's literally nothing else I was able to think of there. I apologize, that was so foul. Work it, you freaking piece of what? Machinarium technology? Why are you not working? Good sir, Mr. Brown Arcade? I insulted you, that's it, correct? Well, if you do not want to support me, I suppose I'll simply stick with your red brother over here, the one in the very middle. Gonna play some big ol' nothing. Let me guess, the green machine would only yield the exact same result. So what exactly is the problem here? I'll tell ya. This very machine here that looks a little bit like a weight machine, if you know what I am talking about. I don't exactly know the proper word, but you know, the very machines you stand on and then they will show you your very weight. It looks a little bit like that, but why does it have pedals? And a lever, even a sort of vehicle steering wheel? I mean, steering, it is called a steering wheel, isn't it? Only this is not a wheel. You get the idea. We have a little bit of everything. What exactly is the relation between this machine and the arcade store? A rather obvious one, as you will soon see. First of all, we shall try out the brown one a second time. The lever right here is already turned to 1. Joseph, time to work out a little. That is certainly correct, ladies and gentlemen. This is what you need to do in order to activate the machines. Work those legs, Joseph. The pain. I am not used to this. I'll need to spend the remaining time of my life in here, doomed to cycle for all eternity. We are done. Within the one and only amusement park kinda of Machinarium, you need to work in order to enjoy any amusement whatso bloody ever. No luxury to be found here, but oh well. Machine number 1, are you gonna function now? Haha, it certainly does, ladies and gentlemen, it functions. And now we simply need to play the shown game, and we need to win it as well in order to obtain money. This is, I believe, the start button. You can control this with the mouse if you want to, just clicking all of the 3 buttons. But I believe you can also use the space and arrow keys. I am simply going to experiment a little. Here goes nothing. Ah yes, Space Invaders. One of the very first shmup games, the very first shoot-em-ups I ever heard about in all of my life. And aha, you can actually control this with the arrow keys and spacebar. Beautiful, that makes it a whole lot more simplistic. The rules are also simplistic, yes, equally simplistic, as everything is equal and humble within my very world. Just move around, shoot everything in sight, and dodge the projectiles. I think you have a certain amount of lives. If you lose them all, or perhaps just get hit once, game over. It is also a little bit hard to see, but every now and then a red UFO will fly across the screen at the very top. If you shoot it, you will receive bonus points, like that one. Also, do not let them touch the very ground. Do not ledge them, what the frick, do not ledge them? Yeah, I totally wanted to say that. Do not leech them, do not let them leech onto the very bottom of the screen, for if that happens, Earth will get invaded. Game over. Ah! And that is what happens if you try to play Space Invaders while talking at the same time, thus not concentrating at all. But now, whoa, now I can do this, because now I am ready, and now I have set everything that needed to be set. Fun furry, what the frick? Like a fact and a story, a combination of fact and story, fun furry. I never actually played Space Invaders in all my life. I only heard about it every now and then, which is quite funny, considering that I am a huge fan of shmups. Of course, I am aware that Space Invaders was one of the first shmups ever, I think. But that doesn't mean that I need to play it. After all, let's face it, Space Invaders, very old and simplistic game. Just dodging like 1 or 2 bullets at a time. Come on! Ah! I was about to say, where are the tricky patterns? The patterns that are almost impossible to dodge. And then a stray bullet just hits me. And this is game over, I think. Oh no, not yet. Ladies and gentlemen, I really need to concentrate here, or else we will not be able to win this. Come on, army of extraterrestrial bastards. You think just because I am taking a little break from XCOM, Earth will be easy to invade? Well, you fought wrong! That almost hit me. Come on, Dr. Cupcake, my very interceptor. You're so brave and indestructible. We all believe. If you want to hear a little bit more strategical advice, not that I still can't talk properly. Not that there is anything special one can say about what is unfolding in front of your eyes right now. Try to kill those who are the closest to the bottom of the screen first, because obviously they will be able to fire upon you much more easily. Much more easily. That is how you say it, don't you? Whoop. I am simply going to stay within my gap here. Yep. Ah! And oh my gosh, every now and then poke out. Whenever there's nobody in sight. Almost there, ladies and gentlemen. About 70, 60, soon 50 points away from our goal. 1,000 points, I am coming! Maybe 4 more targets. Yep. Yeah, I really don't want to move beneath that blue guy. It is a risk that I need to take though. Ah! There we go. No. Ah! Come on, one more! Oh, really? Ah! You cannot best me! I am indestructible! Hyah! And we did it, ladies and gentlemen. Beautifully done. Congratulations, Joseph. That is 1 penny, 1 coin, 1 piece of Machinarium currency. Sadly, we still need a little bit more than that. As a result, let us power up machine number 2, the red one. And here goes nothing. And here we go. Number 2, it is going to be, what game will it have to offer? Oh, I wonder. I really don't know. I mean, I have played this game several times, but I really don't know. I also don't know where I am going with this. It is not supposed to be a joke. It is just random gibberish brought to you by Mr. TSC. And here we are. A rather cryptic looking screen, to say the least. What do we got? Partially trapped U equals key? Ah, well, there's only one way to show you what this is all about, ladies and gentlemen. Let us play. How do you play, though? There's no start button. Maybe just one of the random arrows. Aha! This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is a little bit more like a puzzle. As you can see at the very top, we have about 5 of these scenarios. Excuse the short moment of silence there, my throat was acting up a little. Yes, we have about 5 scenarios, and the very goal of each is to move inside the tiny U. I am simply going to call them U's, by moving about the blue dot. We can only move the dot into a space that has no wall in between. For example, I can move into this U, but I can't move into the lower U from here because the lower U has a wall that is blocking me. The very goal is to move the small U, into the big U, and voila, that is scenario number 1. Now though, things will start to get a little bit more tricky. Now we have more U's at our disposal, but some of them only serve as blockades. Like, for example, I can move into the tiny U like this, but I can't move it up. I can't at all move it inside the green. Why green? Jesus, what am I thinking? I can't at all move it into the capital U. Therefore, a little bit of improvisation is needed. Gonna move this away. Out of the way for a second. Now the white one to the bottom. Big one back into the middle. And now we can move the tiny one into the white one. As a result, we can now push both about. And there we go. Now the tiny one is at the top, into the middle, and out of here. Well, all of that stuff was rather simplistic and easy to work with, but now the scenarios will get a little bit more complex. Let's see if Mr. TSC can still figure this one out. So we need to move this one into... actually? Ah, yes, of course. It is not going to be that simplistic. First... wait a second. I can't move the big one to the top, because we wouldn't be able to get it back down. 1 second. No, not like that either. This is a little bit more tricky than I remember it. Blur. I need to move this out of the way, but I need to move so much other stuff out. Ah! I just moved it to the top. And I believe I just screwed myself because of it. Reset. That is what the tiny button is for. Come on, TSC. This isn't all that difficult. How could you have forgotten? I need to move this guy into this thingamajiggy, but how do I do it? I think I might need to move this one to the top. Let's, good question. Let's what? Yeah, this would now... Actually, would it? I am so confused. Good lord. Ah, screwed myself over again. Reset. Who'd have thought? Mr. TSC getting stuck on something. Now that I think about it though, when I last attempted this very puzzle, I solved it in about 10 seconds. It was that simple. And now well, actually, no. Oh boy. Come on, give me something to work with. I can't move this to... I just can't move it to the top, correct? Oh, blur. Ladies and gentlemen, I know we are getting further and further into the episode, but I can totally pull this one off. You just need to believe. You need to believe. You need to accept. Accept that not every single human individual out there is a perfect puzzler. Even though I always call myself the master of puzzling. Erpity-derpity. It has something to do with this, I am certain. But this is how you start. No use in moving that thing about. Also, no use in moving this thing about. Unless you want to move the blue dot in here. This guy, you can't do anything with him either, because the white ones are in the way. You can only move the big red thing. Into this direction, won't yield anything. You need to move it to the top, but if you do that, everything else is kind of screwed. And you can't move it back down. Oh boy, what is happening? And how derp reset? Oh, come on now. This is getting ridiculous. I am not even at part 4 or 5 yet, and those are much more difficult than this one. How can I not figure it out? Come on, TSC. Logical thinking. How do you move this thingamajiggy inside the big red one? The red one needs to stay in the middle. And the green one... I don't believe this. Come on. Once upon a time, there was a tiny blue dot who had no family. He was an orphan. A very sad story indeed. Nobody wanted to accept him. Nobody wanted to take him in. Nobody wanted to offer him any kindness whatsoever. So instead of trying to help out the poor, instead of trying to help out like-minded individuals, instead of trying to just accept it all, the tiny blue dot eventually decided to just murder everything in sight. Decided to murder those who had betrayed him. The evil white and red horseshoes. And I am really running out of stuff to say now. This is truly... Am I missing something? I am pretty sure everyone out there currently watching is like, oh my gosh, TSC, the solution is so obvious, how can't you see it? I'm sorry. Last time I did this, it only took me a few seconds, I swear. What am I doing wrong here? Is there something I am forgetting? I don't believe this. Come on now. This can't be happening. Again? A dead end? Why? Alright, seriously. What the frick is going on? I just need to... But it's not possible. It had something to do with this big red abomination. But... Oh my... Are we seriously already 20 minutes into the episode? I thought that'd be done by now. I thought I'd be done by now with this annoying puzzle. It is not even the most difficult puzzle in the game. That one is still coming up, and believe me, it's gonna swallow some time as well. But this is just silly. What am I doing wrong here? I've tested out like every freaking scenario. This is how it starts. You can't do anything with the upper white thingamajiggy, because if you move it around, you will not be able to move back out. You can't do anything with the red one either, same story. And the lower white one? The only thing you can do at the beginning is to move the blue dot inside this thing. If you move it over here, you are trapped. If you move it to the top, you will not be able to move the red thing back down. So what am I missing here? The problem is, as you can see, everything else is certainly an option, but I will not be able to escape. I can only escape if I do this, for example. Yup, now I am free. But I can't do anything down here. To the top we go. Well, now the red thing is at the top, but it isn't helping anybody. Is this puzzle glitched or something? I mean, I am probably just being stupid. Is this how you do it? I feel like we are getting somewhere. Slowly but surely. So, turns out you don't need to move both through the exit. You simply need to connect both of them to open up the exit, and then you can leave. Hear me facepalm so very hard I am going to squeal in pain. Ow! It hurts, but I deserve it. Freaking wasted 20 minutes of everybody's life. I apologize so very much. Moving on at long last. Scenario number 4. How do we get the red thingy into the red thingy? Herpity derp derp derp. We need to move this out of the way. Like this. And now, wait a second, I think I already made a slight mistake here. Oh yes, I did a mistake. Excuse me. You cannot move the red one too far away. If you do that, the puzzle will break. Then again? 1 second. I need to move the white one out of the way, certainly. But... maybe this could work out? There. No, actually, never mind. This is not working out either. Hello? Down with you. White one over here. Now the red one here. And voila, we did it. Beautiful. See how how easy that was? How little seconds I needed to accomplish the impossible? I still feel so very, very stupid. Many brain cells died today, and their death was completely in vain. But at least now we have reached the final scenario. 2 reds and 2 whites. Let's see. This is the starting position. You can only do one thing. You can only move the white thingamajiggy about. Let's see. Position the tiny red thingy there. Next we do this. Ah yes, the memories are returning. We need to move the tiny one into the big white one first. This one. Is it still possible? I think it is. Careful now. I think I actually screwed this one up. Yes, I did. There's no way reaching the red one anymore. Let's see. No use in that. You need to move it here. Alright. It all comes down to the positioning of this thingamajiggy, I believe. We need to... Ah, yes. This is how you do it? Yes, that is how you do it. I remember now. I remember it all. 1 second. There. Beautiful. Now we have it up here, and need to immediately move it back down, because I screwed this one up. You. Away. There. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it! At long last, it took forever, way longer than I wanted it to take, but a second coin is ours. Now, Joseph's very property, and he won't give it away anytime soon. Yeah, that's a lie. Thank you. Thank you so very, very much. It is certainly not all that troublesome to make money within the world of Machinarium. Then again, only 1 penny is probably not a whole lot. At least not a whole lot to live, is the thing. If people could live with just 1 penny at their disposal, this world would be a much better place. Or maybe it would be a much more chaotic place. Now, I know what you are all thinking, ladies and gentlemen. TSC, seriously? We only just wasted about 25 minutes of our lives watching you play 2 silly arcade games. Now there's a 3rd one. Come on. Well, there's no way around it. I will make you suffer until the very end, and you cannot escape. Machine number 3. It is going to be... Yeah. Turns out machine number 3 breaks down if you try to power it. Such a shame. Now, we will never be able to figure out what kind of mysterious game was hiding itself inside that very machine. Oh, the mysteries of this world. Some people wonder if aliens truly exist. Other people wonder what kind of games are hidden within broken down arcade machines. Well, we obtained 2 coinages though. 2 coinages. I make up such amazing words. Now, as a result, we will be able to purchase 2 batteries. The central spire awaits. Let the extension begin once more. Joseph, the bomb is calling out for you. It is time to save the city of Machinarium. Everybody, out of my very path, important VIP on a journey. A journey to save the city from complete, total, utter destruction and annihilation. You all don't even care, do you? Nope, nobody cares at all. I am the only one aware of the very fact that we are about to literally take a free ride down into the fiery pits of hell. And what am I doing in front of this wall? Up here, would you? Need a dispenser here. Well, we've got a dispenser. Joseph, feeding my dispenser? Why, certainly. I want to feed this very goofy-looking dispenser. Oh, good sir. Remember how you always mouthed off to me? Could I have a free battery? Translates to... Beat a kid. Well, here I go. Here you go. Have some money, you greedy bastard. There we go. Battery number 1, and last but not least, battery number 2. Voila! So now you might be thinking, that's it, correct, Mr. TSC? That is everything we still needed within the lower areas of the city? Well, not quite. Yes, we have 2 batteries, but see, the thing is, you actually need to connect them if we want to insert them into the tiny little teddy bear robot. Why exactly? I mean, you normally don't connect batteries either, right, within most devices? Yeah, that's a true fact. Why do we need to connect them? I don't know, because the game wanted to throw in 1 more random item we need to combine with something. In this case, the bandages of the old man. Yeah, those will definitely not screw around with the circuits of that tiny little guy. Oh well, it is simply my job to bring him batteries, and bringing him batteries I shall go through with. Now then, as I already stated plenty of times, the central spire awaits, ladies and gentlemen, one and all. The finale of the game, right above us. Joseph, this is it. The final act of your journey, and we all believe in you. You and only you can do it. Now get a move on, brave robot, and don't freaking look at me like I am wasting everyone's time. You are just standing still, waiting for my input. Have some self-initiative. I already told you that. Never mind. G'day, big old chubby Robocop. I found something for you. Yes, indeed, I did. It is called a delightful pack of batteries. A set of batteries, a duo of batteries. I don't care, but you wanted to have them, correct? If I give you them batteries, will you grant me access to the very central spire of the city? Yes? Well, that is certainly a delightful thing to hear. Isn't that cute? What exactly is cute? The very fact that the tiny little teddy bear is walking so very close to the edge of this platform, I am actually starting to feel scared out of my mind that he might fall down. Sir, I know that you're happy and all to see your little pal walk around again, but there's no safety railing. There is some on top of the very broken down bridge, but do you at all realize anything that is going on? Bombs, criminals, security? No? Nothing? Well, I am glad I was able to assist you though. Now then, if you excuse me, I've got a explosive device to converse with in a rather violent manner. And here we are. It certainly took us a long time, did it not, to get here, the very central spire of the city. Over 8 episodes, each of them about 30 to 40 minutes in length, but we are finally here. And as I already assumed, much earlier, much more in the past, back in the past and blah blah and stuff like that, and I don't know how to say it, it is actually an elevator within the central spire. Not a staircase, but an elevator. How exactly do we get this thing to move? Oh no, this doesn't look like an ordinary elevator console to me. Why, it instead looks like... Oh please no, don't tell me. My brain. It is exploding. It is exploding even earlier than the bomb. It is gone. Really? Yet another one of these convoluted puzzle devices. Why am I not surprised? Just like all the countless times in the past, I was already not surprised. Never. This is so expected, so bloody predictable. Well, how do we get this elevator to move? Looks like there are only 4 floors. 1, 0, -0, and 11, all the way up there. It is where I need to be, but... Okay. So, activating a fuse, or whatever it is supposed to be, lights up the fuse lamp. And if you connect 2, it ignites a line of light between the 2. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you need to know. You can only ever go forward within this puzzle like this. Forward and forward. You can, however, not go back. If you do that, the light will, like this, extinguish itself again. And turned on lights cannot be switched off unless you completely return to their position. You do, however, need to form certain symbols in one go. But what kind of symbol do we need to reach the very top of the spire? Well, duh. Maybe one of the spires somebody wrote onto the walls with crayon? What? Seriously? That is how you make people remember, Joseph? You can have all the time in the world to think about flashbacks and stuff once the city is saved. So what do we got anyway? We got like a star down here with lots and lots of pointy ends. We've got a some sort of symbol in the middle. A kite with wings. But there's something else hidden by the leaf of that huge plant that I am only now beginning to notice. Could this be one of the plants we've seen on the dias within the greenhouse? Good lord, this is a huge plant. Jesus Christ. Alrighty then. What are you hiding from me, you sinister looking thing? Ah. So, if we want to reach the top, we simply need to form one tiny star. Nothing special about it. But do we have all the fuses we need? Zip, zip, no. Zip, zip, zip. We are missing one fuse. 2 fuses are missing. We only need 1 more. But where could it be? Oh Christ. Nothing is ever easy within this city. Hello, fuse? Somebody threw it away. Maybe inside the tree, plant, whatever pot? Ah. Did I find some? Oh. I don't even know how to comment on that. So, the elevator mechanism is completely convoluted. The very instructions have simply been written onto the wall with crayon that can easily vanish again. Fuses are missing, so this entire thing is basically broken down. But we have a robot to clean up dirt, should anybody dare to spill it. As well as a gigantic light, aka lamp, on the top. Pfft, amazing. So let me guess, I need to do something with the dirt in order to obtain a fuse, maybe? Aha! Fear me, robot! Aww. So I just opened up the little guy and spilled all of the dirt, which is now no longer visible, but he also lost a fuse. Beautiful. Ah, that tiny little guy. Without his spare fuse, he will die a horrible, slow and agonizing robotic death. I feel remorse. So much of it. What is this supposed to be? Like a hatch. With a keyhole? Well, we don't have the key. Never mind then. Ah, don't you just love it? How calm the music is. How calm I am. Considering that there's a bomb ticking away, how often have I said that already? There should be a counter. Oh, and also, there's a security camera. Huh. The first real security device I've seen this far that is not at all convoluted. Maybe. Oh well, here we go. You want the fuse? I shall give you the fuse, you greedy freaking fuse panel. There. Now let us make a star. And accent. Bingo! I still cannot believe it. We are finally here, at the pinnacle of the city. Let's see what exactly this place, this mysterious spire, looks like from within. The very head office, you could say, of the administrator who is in charge of the city. I am so curious. Aren't you all curious? Yes, we are all curious. Huh. Well, damn. This is a fancy looking place. A little pool with a fish head spitting out the water. A huge plant, a candle holder hanging from the ceiling. Several robotic heads, like, you know, wild animals that were captured, then killed, and also stuffed. I hate it so very much, but these are just robots, so I don't care. What are these things supposed to represent, though? This guy could be an elephant. This one an elk or a moose. Some sort of crocodile? And I can't recall that I've ever seen an animal. I can't recall that I've ever seen an animal before with eyes like these. And yeah, I just screwed up my sentence, but nobody cares. So what do we got? One huge stairway leading upstairs. As well as more robots over here. Some sort of cleaning device. A lever. A door. Another fuse box. Yes, I can already tell we will have to solve certain puzzles in here as well. Listen to the music though. It is like the music is trying to tell us, this is it, Joseph. This is the end of the road. You've come this far. Now find that bloody bomb and defuse it, or else it'll all be over. Well, where could it be? Oh my god. Joseph? Self-initiative. You're finally showing it. If you order Joseph to go upstairs, he will deny the order and instead tell you his very thoughts. Like this. Oh dear. The bomb. Oh my gosh, the bomb. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. The bomb planted by the evil Black Cap Brotherhood over here, eh? Ah! Oh my gosh! The horror! It is a bathroom. A terribly looking bathroom. One toilet, one sick, sink, no toilet paper. A flashback as well. Joseph! Where are your priorities? A pair of scissors, a head of a fish, and can I actually look inside the toilet? Why would I want to do that? Because I've got... Ah! Joseph? What's in here? Ah! It is right beneath us! We have found it, ladies and gentlemen. The bomb, and it is right freaking beneath us. Oh Jesus. Who knows how much time we still got left? Who knows when it will explode? Oh, maybe at this moment in time there are only like, I don't know, 10, perhaps even 5 minutes left until it blows us all to kingdom come. It can't happen. No, I won't allow it to happen. Joseph won't allow it to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, until next time, my name has been TheShadowCookie, aka Mr. TSC. You have been watching Let's Play Machinarium episode number 9, and when we'll return, perhaps already the final episode. Either that or the episode before the final episode, but definitely very close to the finale once again. That bomb. It has been such a huge thorn in my eyes for so long already, ever since episode number 3, I believe. You will not succeed, Black Cap Brotherhood. You will not be able to accomplish your evil scheme. You will not be able to succeed at the end of the day. No, your bomb will go down the drain, just like your sinister selves. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, believe in Joseph. He needs your very faith, now more than ever before.